Liam was on his way home from school, kicking a pebble down the cracked sidewalk. The sun had just dipped below the skyline, and the streetlights were flickering on. It was his favorite time of day, when the city felt like it was holding its breath, waiting for something to happen. As he rounded a corner, Liam froze. Slumped against a wall in the alleyway was a strange figure, half hidden in the shadows. At first, he thought it was a person, but as he stepped closer, he saw the iridescent skin, almost glowing green in the dim light, and the unusual shape of its limbs, slender but strong, with fingers that ended in soft, circular pads. "Hey, are you okay?" he asked, crouching down beside the figure. The alien's eyes fluttered open, and Liam was struck by their color, a brilliant silver with flickers of blue. The creature's mouth moved, but no words came out, only a weak rasp. Liam's heart thudded. He knew about aliens from movies and comics, but he'd never seen one before. He reached into his backpack and pulled out a bottle of water. "Here, drink this. I think you need it." The alien studied him for a moment, then took the bottle and drank, its movements shaky. After a moment, it straightened up slightly, breathing easier. "Thank you, young one," the alien said in a soft, melodic voice. "I am Raelis, from the planet Aurix." Liam's eyes widened. A real alien? He could barely believe it. "Why are you here? What happened to you?" Raelis hesitated, a shadow passing over those silver eyes. I'm the last of my kind. Aurix was destroyed by a hostile species, and my people were hunted down across the galaxy. I managed to escape, but was injured during my arrival here. Now I have no resources, no way of contacting others, and nowhere to go. Liam felt a pang of sadness and guilt. He couldn't imagine losing everyone and everything he knew. "Why didn't you ask anyone for help?" "Fear," Raelis admitted. "I've seen the way your people react to things they don't understand." Liam thought of how people would probably scream or call the police if they saw Raelis. He bit his lip, determination sparking in him. "Well, I'll help you. I won't tell anyone. Just tell me what you need." Raelis looked at him with gratitude. "I need energy, something to repair my body and fuel my remaining systems." Liam's mind raced. He didn't have high-tech energy sources or medical tools, but he remembered a scrapyard nearby that was full of old electronics. "I know a place," he said. "There's an old junkyard not too far from here. Maybe we can find some things you can use." They set off together, the alien limping beside him, and soon they reached the scrapyard. Liam guided Raelis through the piles of discarded electronics, hunting for anything that might have useful components. Raelis's fingers glowed faintly as they sifted through the scraps, absorbing small bits of energy from the pieces they found. The alien explained that Aurixians could metabolize various types of energy, even the residual charge in discarded electronics. After a few minutes, Raelis looked stronger, his skin glowing more brightly. "You've done more for me than you know," Raelis murmured, his voice steadier now. Liam blushed. "It's nothing really. I'm glad to help." After nearly an hour of scavenging, Raelis looked over at Liam, his expression somber. "I've told you my story, but I know little of yours. Why would you risk helping a stranger from another world?" Liam shrugged, thinking of his family. "I guess I want someone to help me if I were alone and scared. And I'd want someone to do the same for my little brother." He paused, embarrassed. "Plus, I love space stuff. It's like you're from a real-life adventure story." Raelis chuckled softly. "An adventure, indeed. And you, Liam, are the unexpected hero." He reached into his robe, pulling out a small, transparent crystal that pulsed with faint light. "This is all I have left of Aurix. I cannot bring my people back, but I can share a piece of my world with you." He pressed the crystal into Liam's hand, the cool surface warming under his touch. "It holds knowledge from my world. Someday, if Earth reaches the stars, perhaps you'll be able to understand it." Liam gazed at the crystal, awestruck. "Thank you, Raelis." Raelis smiled gently, but his eyes held a flicker of sadness. "The gift is yours, young one. But now, I must go." Liam's heart dropped. "You're leaving already?" "There is nothing left for me here, but I sense you have much to look forward to." Raelis looked up, his eyes distant, as though hearing something only he could hear. "They'll come back for me now. In peace this time, I hope." With that, Raelis lifted his hand in farewell. A soft hum filled the air as a shimmering light surrounded him. In an instant, he was gone, leaving only the faintest scent of fresh rain in the empty scrapyard. In the days that followed, Liam kept the crystal hidden, a secret between him and the stars. He would sometimes hold it close, feeling its pulse and remembering Raelis's gentle eyes. It was strange and wonderful to think that he'd helped the last of a distant world and shared a moment in the infinite tapestry of the universe. And in the quiet hours, he knew he'd keep looking up at the stars, knowing somewhere out there, Raelis was watching back, grateful for the kindness of one young human.